Hey guys, welcome back. It's November 2nd. It's a pretty cool day out today, at least for here in Virginia. It's guessing around 68 or something degrees. I know it's a lot colder where you guys are. This right here is an Ichang lemon. Now, it's been a couple years, a few years since it produced. It got whacked back a whole lot a couple winters ago. And now it's finally starting to produce some fruit. I got this macro lens, so hopefully that helps out. Thing is, they sent the wrong one, so it doesn't really fit exactly on my GoPro. Anyway, but here's this one. Got a couple more fruit hiding up here. I'm excited to have this tree again fruiting. And so here's the leaf arrangement on it. And the Ichang lemon, I'm gonna probably get a couple and then we'll look at them, open them up and look at them later on. Down here, a couple of flying dragon fruit just hanging on. I'm gonna pause and we'll just climb down here and we'll look at my lemandarin, which I'm really sad about. This branch right up here, if you can see it, it's full of fruit. And it was hanging off the side here, this area. Someone came by and cut the whole branch off. And luckily I still have this one left. I kind of tied it back. I got a few fruit on it. So it was pretty upsetting. I guess the landscapers came around and it was kind of hanging off the property line, so I should have pulled it back, but there we go. Look at all that work and all those fruits. There's probably about 30 to 40 fruit on the rest of that. Maybe not 30, maybe about 25 to 30 fruit on that branch that's totally missing here. So in the background you can kind of see those tri times clem times tri, and we'll go over there and look at those. I got a pretty heavy crop of these clem times tri times clems right here. There's a bunch of them. It's so fruit laden that the branch is hanging down. And what's next to this right here is a rose apple. Don't worry about that. We're just looking at the citrus right now. So here's this. If I can't climb up here and give you a better look, there's a few more fruit over here. This is what they look like. There's a bunch. I'm gonna kind of, there's another view. Hopefully this lens helps. Check out the fruit. So there's that. Now, like I showed you before, the leaves, there's a couple of bi and tri leaves in here. Actually mixed up with this is the golden lime. This is the golden lime, but I don't have any fruit on that this year. But here's the leaf on the clem times tri times clem. It's mostly all mono with a few bifoliate leaves in there too. This is the back side of the Ichang lemon. And then the flying dragon fruit I showed you a minute ago. Back to this other tree, this other Frankenstein tree. I've got swingle on it and Yuzu, and this is some swingle fruit. And I'll kind of hold on to it. See this kind of cluster of swingle fruit. I like using these for rootstock. I don't think they taste too bad either. So there's that. Let's give you a look with the macro lens right here. kind of weird, like. So there's that. Over here, I've got my lone Sudachi. This is my little Sudachi fruit. Now this graft was a lot bigger. Got shaded out by the rest of the tree here. See how big it is. But I'm taking some scions and grafted it on another rootstock. I hope to get this growing back out more in the sunlight, but I'm happy to have at least one fruit here. So this is a Sudachi right there. Again, I'm gonna try to show you with the lens. I don't know if this is helping or not, but there's that Sudachi. The leaves look kind of like a regular citrus tree, really. Almost like a mandarin. And then here's the leaves. You know, the swingle is just basically a trifoliate leaf with the long center leaf right there. Hardy citrus, but since I'm in the area, this is a Panzarella Orange. And if you look at this, this is pretty huge. Impressive size for this Panzarella Orange. I've got the one fruit on it. It does try to produce a lot of fruit. Tree kept getting tipped over. Dropped a bunch of fruit, so I'm just fortunately left with one here. Let's look at it with the lens. This is the Panzarella Orange. Check it out. Here's another casualty. This is my Thomasville. See how thick it was? Half the whole tree over here was cut off. I do have, this one's grafted right here on Flying Dragon. I do have one on its own roots right here. Doing well. At least I have that backup. Got a decent amount of fruit this year. I had more, of course they cut them off. And luckily they didn't take all my swingle fruit here. There's a couple of this right here. Oh, there's a couple. I guess they left some of the Thomasvilles on the ground. And way up there, you can see I got a lot of Yuzu. You see all those Yuzus. See if I can get up there and show you them. There's so many. Pretty happy about the Yuzu. I don't have any Glen. I don't have any Tai Tri this year. Tai Tri got itself into an alternate bearing. It had so many fruit last year. This section right here is Tai Tri. Right there, that's Glen. This is Yuzu. And then this right here is Swingle. We got Thomasville right here. So, more casualties. They cut all my pineapple guavas down. Had a pretty good crop starting to ripen. There's a couple left there. A few on the ground right here. So, you know, and here's my persimmon. They cut the persimmon. Yeah, I'm not too terribly surprised. I knew it was kind of coming off the edge of I guess my property line, so. Oh well. Let's look over here. On the ground here is this is a Precocious Trifoliate fruit. That tree made a lot of fruit this year. And what else we got here? Oh, I got one shikuwasa right here. I got a shikuwasa. This thing usually produces a whole lot of fruit, but it got knocked back. It continues to hang on in there though, so it is worth growing for, at least for me so far, in the 8A shikuwasa. This is a new clem used 2-2 graft I did. That's hanging in there. And this is a Karaji I'll go around to the other side. Nothing else I got growing on this section is Yuzu times orange times trifoliate. So here's that. I got some decent amount of fruit on there this year. At this point it almost looks like a kaffir lime. The fruit. It's got kind of a bumpy rind to it. So here's what it looks like. Now the leaves are almost all look like just like orange leaves, but they have, see this occasional tri leaf in there. This has been pretty hardy. I do have a few more grafts over here, but hopefully they'll grow out and produce next year. It's a thing, you know, you graft out, see what survives. Hopefully you don't have a really harsh winter the first year after you graft, so they can kind of get settled in and get some wood grown, woody branches and mature. I'll show you another thing. I got something over in the other area. This is something I haven't shown you guys yet. This is a CHANGSHA times Morton citrange. So, or citrange. So this is a CHANGSHA times citrange. You see if I can give you and it looks almost all monofoliate. Look at that. Let me see if I can find a tri-leaf at all anywhere on here, but it sure is thorny. Let me see these thorns. Oh, here you go. Here's one bi-leaf right there. This is one that I forgot to show last time. So here it is.